Hello everyone, welcome back to Python Vibes YouTube channel. Today we are diving into a fantastic feature of Python that helps us simplify our code. Today we are exploring how data classes can help us cut down on unnecessary repetition and make our code more streamlined and readable. Alright, so let's start with the basics. What exactly are data classes? In Python, when we create classes primarily to store the data, and we often end up writing a lot of repetitive code like initializing the attributes, creating a readable representation, and implementing equality methods. So it can get repetitive and frankly a bit tedious. So this is where data classes come to the rescue. Data classes in Python are a way to declare data classes that are primarily used to store the data. They provide several benefits such as automatic generation of special methods like init and REPR and equal. So there are some automatically generated special methods for a class. So these all attributes will be created automatically when we use the data classes. Imagine this, you are building a system that deals with student information, and traditionally you might create a class to represent a student. The class could look something like this. So class traditional student. So this is a class traditional student. So here basically what we will do, we will create constructor first and then we will pass the arguments just to instantiate it. So name, age, and let's take grade, and self dot name equals to name, self dot age equals to age, self dot grade equals to grade. So here if you observe, we have a lot of repetitive lines here, but don't worry, we are about to simplify this using the data classes. Watch how we can streamline this just with a few lines of code with data classes. So before you dive into using data classes, it's essential to note that they are available from Python 3.7 onwards. So make sure you are using a compatible Python version for these features to work seamlessly in your projects. So just to define a data class, we use a special decorator introduced in Python 3.7 that is called @dataclass. This is a decorator. So this decorator does a lot of heavy lifting for us, automatically generating special methods based on the class attributes. So here is the breakdown of what the data class decorator provides us. Like it provides init, it will automatically generates an init method that initialize the attributes, and we also have this method. This generates a human readable string representation for our object, and this can be useful for the debugging also. And the next thing is equal. So this provides the equality method for easy comparison of the objects, so this can be used for that. And it also provides us hash. So basically this generates a hash value for instances, so it will allow, so that it will allowing them to be used in the sets as well as in the dictionaries. So these are the things which data classes will provide for us. So let me show you the basic syntax. From data classes, import data class, and as I mentioned earlier, we will use this @data class decorator, and with this I will just create a student class with some variables. Name is a string data type, and the student has age, which is of integer, and has grade, which is a float data type. Consider this. So just look, we have just transformed our traditional student class into a sleek, concise data class. So no need for the repetitive setup. Data classes will take care of that for us. So now let's see this in action. We can create instances of our student class and print them and even compare them for the equality without writing additional code here. So let me do that. S1 equals to student of, the name is Alex and age is 20, and he got this grade. S2 is a second student, and with the details, name as Bob, and his age is 19, and he got just 92. So I would just print these objects here, S1 and S2. So now we could see that we have assigned the values for the name, age, and grade, and we created these two instances here. So let me just print the Let me check for equality, and I will just print the value here. So here I am checking for the equality between these two instances. So let me check whether this s1 equal to s2. So this at the rate data class decorator has already implemented this equality method for us. So that is the reason when we compare the instances or the objects here s1 and s2, it is comparing both those instances and it is returning us false here. So but wait, there is more with data classes. Not only do we do reduce the redundancy, but we can also easily add the functionality. So let's spice things up a bit. Now I will just write one method inside this. Is teenager is the method I wanted to check. So I would just return saying that 13 to the age is self dot age less than or equal to 19. So if the student age is in this range, then I could say that is a teenager, and it will return us true. Let me do one thing. I will just call this method for both the students. S1 dot is teenager and S2 dot is teenager. So let me comment out this part, and I would see is teenager. So the Alex is above 19. That means he's not a teenager, but Bob is a teenager. So that is how we can add additional methods as well. So let me write another method here. Get grade category. I would define some ranges here, like if the grade is greater than or equals to 90, then I would say return he comes under excellent category. And if this grade is between let's take 80 and 90, in this range, if it is, then I would say to return maybe good category. Let's say it's a good. And also if the person is between 65, let's say 65 to 80, then I would say this to return he is under satisfactory category, and else just written saying that needs improvement or something like needs improvement. So this is how I just wrote. And let's see, this first student Alex is having 85.5 as his grade, and second student Bob is having 92 as his grade. So let me call this function for both the students at grade category. So we will see in which category they fall. So the first Alex falls under good category and Bob falls under excellent category. So this is how now our student class not only holds the data, but also comes with some handy methods. So we can check if a student is teenager or not, or what is his grade category. So yeah, these all methods additionally we can add on to our class. And there you have it, folks. Data classes in Python help us simplifying our code, reduce the redundancy, and make it more enjoyable to work with. With the data class decorator, you can reduce the redundant code and make your code more readable. We have covered the basics, and also we have seen some real world examples and compared the data classes with traditional classes as well. Whether you are managing a student information or any other data in your programs, data classes have your back. So I hope you like this video. If you found this helpful, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more Python goodness, and let me know in the comments if there is a particular topic you would like me to cover. Until next time, happy coding. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.